In this video, I'm going to show you 5 exercises to help you build your bunny hop in height. Now, I'm going to talk about how you build your height from a strength point of view, what actually goes into it, and then I'm going to show you 5 exercises that you can do. 3 from home, 2 that you need a gym for, or at least a home gym, to really help you build up that height. So I hope you really enjoy this video, and I hope it helps you bunny hop higher. So our muscles are made up from 2 types of muscle fibre essentially. You've got slow twitch muscle fibres and fast twitch muscle fibres. Now a really easy way to picture what both of those muscle fibres do, your slow twitch fibres are really good at long distance, really low intensity exercise. So if you think of riding a bike, you're going at a really low pace on a road and you're riding for an hour at that steady pace. So that is using your slow twitch muscle fibres. Now they're the ones that aren't responsible for bunny hopping. Then you've got fast twitch muscle fibres. Now your fast twitch muscle fibres are essentially the muscle fibres that you use when you're either doing something really fast, like jumping, that was fast twitch muscle fibres, or something that requires a lot of strength, like if I picked up Ben, my videographer, and started running around with him, that would be fast twitch muscle fibres because I'd be struggling to keep him up, not that he's overweight or anything. So they're your fast twitch muscle fibres, they work in those 2 areas. So slow twitch, endurance-based, low intensity work, fast twitch, when you're doing strong exercises or you're doing something that requires power, like a bunny hop. So when you're bunny hopping, there's 2 kind of areas then that you can work on off the bike to really build up your power and build up your strength for getting your bunny hop higher. Now this obviously assumes that you've nailed your technique, you know what you're doing with a bunny hop and you can bunny hop. I'm not going to go into sort of that side of things. These are exercises you can do to physically build up your power and your strength to be able to move higher, move faster, and just build that bunny hop height. Because obviously you can have perfect technique, but you're still limited by how strong, how powerful, and how explosive you are. So these 5 exercises are excellent for building all of that up. So the first 3 exercises you can do anywhere. You can do them from home, you can do them out from your local woods if you fancy an outdoor workout, you can do them anywhere at all without any equipment. And these exercises are going to focus on just being powerful and explosive. Now you can add them into your workout. A lot of these are in my 12-week program. MTB.fitness for the workouts. You can add them in wherever you like, around into your workouts to just help you build that power. So there's 3 of them. So the first exercise that you can do to build up your power is a forward jump. So all you're going to do is you're going to do kind of like a quarter squat, pick a spot ahead of you, and then jump as far as you can. Turn around, pick a spot, jump as far as you can. Now an important point for this, you only want to be doing 5 or 6 reps. The aim isn't to kind of like hop around over and over and over again without getting very far. The aim is to get as far as you possibly can with the jump. That's how you build power. If you start hopping around, sort of not doing very big jumps, all you're really doing is working more of your slow twitch muscle fibres and you're not actually building that maximal explosive force. So starting, looking where you want to jump and then jumping as far as you possibly can to really build up that distance. And all you want to do, 5 or 6 reps at an absolute 100% of your max effort, and then rest for 2 or 3 minutes between each set, so you're having big rest to help your muscles recover. Now with these, make sure you warm up. You do not want to just go from doing nothing to jumping, because that's how you snap muscles. So me and Ben have had to walk to get up here, so I'm already warmed up. I've done some squats and things like that to get myself ready, and then I'm jumping around. I'm not just going straight into it, so bear that in mind. So that was exercise number 1, just literally broad jumps, jumping forwards. So the first exercise was a broad jump. So if you think using both legs to provide the power at the same time. Now, almost everybody watching this video, and myself included, will have one leg that's stronger than the other. For me, it's my right leg. I always use that leg forward on the descents. I'm naturally right-footed, that's just my stronger leg. So it's important that you know that, but you don't just accept it. You want to work to build up your weaker leg as well. Now the way you do that is through doing single leg exercises. So I'm going to show you now a single leg hop. Now you want to pick a solid platform, something like a bench or a step in the gym. What you don't want to use is an unstable platform like this that I'm going to show you on. But obviously, being the trained professional that I am, I'm okay doing it on here. But seriously, don't do it on something like this. You're going to come a cropper. And this is all there is around that. I can show you one. A stable platform like a bench, like a step placed up against a wall, that when you hit it, if you hit it funny, it's going to stay put, it's going to stay solid. Steps at home, that kind of thing. So what you're going to do for this is a relatively low one. You can do things much higher. You're just going to stand, look at your landing, hop on, stand off, hop on. And then you obviously want to do the other leg, hop on, step off. And can you see that that's my left leg that I was doing it on there? Because I'm right footed, look how little the log moves when I do it with my right foot. Barely moves, yeah? And then I do it with my left. You see how much more wobbly I was and how much more movement there was on there? And the reason for that is because I'm used to using that right one, I can land a lot more steadily. On my left, it feels a little more uncomfortable, a little more unnatural. I'm not quite as strong on it. And that is a great example of when you're bunny hopping on the bike, whether you realise it or not, you'll create more power, more force from your stronger leg than you will your weaker one. And that weaker one's just going to be holding you back. You're only as strong as your weakest link. So the way you implement single leg hops into a workout, again, make sure that you're really well warmed up. But what you want to do is do maybe 6 to 8 reps on your strong leg and also 6 to 8 reps on your weak leg, and then build up the height of this. That's how you build up the power. So that is too easy. For me, I'd want to be hopping onto something yay high, something like that. That would be about right. When I was doing that, I just realised how many bottle caps are here. If people are going to come out to have a drink, take your beers home with you. Not my YouTube subscribers, I know you wouldn't do that, but why do people litter? But anyway, make sure that you sort of build up the height so you can build up that power. 6 to 8 reps, and you're going for height and explosive power, not repetition. You don't want to be doing 50 reps of this. You probably want to be doing 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps with the aim of getting as high as you can. You might even do less reps than that. So one leg at a time, do the same amount of reps on each leg. So the third exercise are squat jumps. Now this may seem very similar to the broad jump, but it's different. Now the reason it's different is twofold. On a broad jump, you're only doing like a kind of quarter squat, and then you're jumping forwards. So the force you're creating is going forwards. Now on this squat jump, you're going to squat as deep as you can and then jump as high as you possibly can. See the difference? So instead of jumping forwards, you're jumping up, and you're also getting a nice deep squat as well. So what you're going to do, nice deep squat, just like you would normally, and then out the bottom, jumping up as high as you can. Squat deep, and then explode up. Try not to lose your cap. So nice and deep into the squat, and forcing yourself up as high as you possibly can. Same for this, anywhere from 5 to 8 reps. The aim is absolute max power output, as explosive as you possibly can be, not to just do loads and loads of squat jumps without any height. It's about getting as high as you can. Now, what these 3 exercises focus on is building explosive power. And you can probably see from watching me, that's how you bunny hop. That's how you bunny hop high. Really strong, explosive muscles that can move you. And you can see, you know, how many reps have I done there? 3, and I'm out of breath as well because I'm talking at the same time. So they're not easy when you do absolute max effort. If you go at 50% of your max, you can do them all day, they're easy. If you really go for it and try and be as powerful as you possibly can be, you're really, really going to feel it. So again, for those 5 to 8 reps, 3 sets in a workout would be spot on. And those 3 exercises will really help you build up the power and the explosive side of things. Okay, so the coat's on because I'm getting chilly out here. Now the next 2 exercises, the first sort of side of things, like I was talking about earlier, is that explosive power. So it's being as explosive as you possibly can be. The second 2 exercises that I'm going to show you are actually doing heavy lifting. So that's the other side of building up your fast twitch muscle fibers through lifting heavy weights. So the 2 exercises that are brilliant for building up your bunny hopping strength, or the underlying strength that you need to be explosive, and that's your squat and also your deadlift. Now, because we don't have access to gyms, I can't coach you through this in real time. So what I'm going to put in after this, I'm going to show you a minute footage of how to squat properly, which is taken out of my 12-week program, and then a minute footage of how to deadlift properly, which is also taken out of my 12-week program. So I think the videos usually are about 7 minutes each for those. They can really go into detail of correct squats, correct technique, sorry. And what those are, my 12-week program, which I sell at MTB.fitness. When you buy that, every workout has a demo video that shows you how to do it properly. So I'm just going to put those in there for you today, or a snippet of those so you can see. So why are squats and deadlifts such good exercises for building up your bunny hop strength? Now, if you think about a typical bunny hop, you go roughly from a squatted position and you're exploding upwards. So it's kind of like a squat. You're working your quads, you're working your glutes, you're working your hamstrings, you're working your core, just like you are when you're squatting, using those same muscles when you're bunny hopping. So just building up a strong back squat, like I'm going to put the video in, will really benefit you for building up that underlying strength to help you have the power to bunny hop. So I'll put a minute demonstration of the squat in now. So this exercise is a barbell back squat. Now for this exercise, you're lining the bar up right on the top of your back. It's a brilliant exercise for your whole core, your lower body, and it's just a great all-round exercise. So to do it properly, you need a squat rack where you can wrap the bar onto it. You won't be able to lift enough weight kind of up and over from a free bar. So you really need a squat rack in the gym, or you can use like a bench press rack, some of the higher ones, if you know what I mean, without the bench in the way. This is what you need to do the exercise. So to line yourself up on it, you want to get your hands kind of shoulder width apart. Grab the bar first, and then step under it. Up top. So that was your squat video that you've just watched. The second exercise, the second gym exercise, is a deadlift. Now a deadlift is literally just picking something heavy from the floor and picking up with it. A fun little fact for you, well, myth to fact. No one knows this to be perfectly true, but it makes sense. The deadlift apparently was created by the Romans because when they'd had these big battles with thousands of people dying, they were going out and they were picking up the deadlifts and shoving them on the back or picking them up together, and loads of soldiers were actually getting injured and pulling the backs out because they were picking it up with bad technique. Now what they actually realised is that if you pick up something, a dead person, with a straight back, you're much less likely to injure yourself. So rumour has it that's where the name deadlift comes from, and if you Google it you'll find similar plus another theories as well. It's not 100% confirmed, but makes sense to me, and it reminds you to keep straight back when you're deadlifting. So the reason that deadlift is so good is because you think when you're bunny hopping, you kind of squat into it, into a hinge, and then you snap up, yeah? So you go from that hip hinge position into a snap forward. Now that is the exact same movement as a deadlift, where you pick up a bar and then you come up and you snap forward. Now obviously with a deadlift you're not being fast as such, but you're lifting a big jock off weight up off the floor. Now that helps you build the underlying strength needed to have the power to be able to do it. So that's why a squat and a deadlift is really good. So I highly recommend adding both of these exercises into your workouts if you do go to the gym, because they will really help build up your power. And both the explosive exercises I showed you at the beginning of this video, combined with the strength building exercises that I've just showed you, really work great in tandem, in parallel, to help build that bunny hop height. So you'll really see good benefits if you do both of those. So I hope you've really enjoyed this video. I hope these 5 exercises were great for you. And yeah, if you did enjoy it, leave a comment, let me know how you get on from it, and I can't wait to see you bunny hopping so much higher.